So how do we reclaim those things that have been tainted, if you will, by the affair or by the affair partner? Examples of this could be holidays, anniversaries, birthdays, locations, items, things like that. Like how do you reclaim what now you can't even fathom being a part of because he took her there, or he enjoyed that with her, or it happens to be the day that they met, or when you found out about the affair, whatever it may be, how do you reclaim it? We're going to talk about that and see if we can't come up with some solid ways to do that right after this. Stand by. Okay, so how do we do that? How do we reclaim these things? You know, and I'll give you an example. There are certain locations I just won't go back to. And my husband has said to me, oh, we can go make new memories there. I'm still not there yet. So I understand. Believe me, this is not me telling you need to run out and do these things. Because I think it takes time. It takes time for us to be at a place where we can do this. And I want to give a caveat to, don't try to do any of this reclaiming until you have gone through a certain part of your recovery process. And here's why. If you are still highly emotionally charged, if emotions are driving your train still, maybe you need to wait and do this, like save this video for another time, because if you're going to reclaim something, you have to be in a good place. Like you have to be in a good space mentally and emotionally to walk into that restaurant again after you know he took her there for dinner. You have to be where you can reclaim it in a healthy way. So if that's not you right now, just maybe hit the pause button and come back to this. But if this is you, let's see if we can't come up with some ways in which to do this. So let's start with locations. If it's a place that's local, a restaurant, a bar, things like that, a venue, and you know that he took her there, or he met her there, or something like that. A couple of ways, if you want to reclaim it. See, and again, I think we have to determine, what do we want to reclaim? I mean, there's some places I don't really care to go back to anyway, so it's fine. I'm not really aching to put that location back in my travel agenda. But if it's a place you really like, oh my gosh, they have the absolute best food, I really miss going there. Well, okay, if you want to reclaim it, here's an option. Think about maybe going there with your friends. Don't go there with him. Go with your friends. Don't tell them that this was a location that your husband met the affair partner or anything like that. Just go. Just go and have fun. Make it a place where you and your friends can enjoy. You get to enjoy this place again, and you get to do it outside of the affair. Try something like that. You can go with your husband, but I would strongly encourage, if you did go to any of these locations to reclaim them, don't talk about the affair. If you go there and you talk about the affair, all you're doing is reinforcing what that place means to you. You know what I mean? If you're trying to reclaim it and make it something else, convert it into something else in your life, you don't want to keep tainting it. You want to make it something different. Okay? Let's talk holidays. Okay? Oh boy. All of us have different stories. If you found out about the affair, let's say 6 days before your wedding anniversary, that's tough, right? So if you have the situation, you found out about the affair 6 days before your anniversary, when your wedding anniversary rolls around, you may not feel like celebrating it because of this. It's been tainted, right? One way to do this is to change the date you celebrate. You can't change your anniversary date. It is what it is, but you can change the date you celebrate it. Celebrate it another time, a time that's benign, that doesn't mean anything. Just change it. Be something different, okay? And be intentional when you do celebrate it. You don't talk about the affair. You reclaim a different day and time. You make it something different in your heart and in your mind, okay? Now let's talk stuff. Let's talk things. My husband and I, when we separated, he had an apartment. And he had, of course, he had to have furniture. So he had a bed and he had all that stuff. Well, he brought her to visit him while we were separated. And before he moved back in, and he was really great about this, he got rid of the bed, the bedding, all that stuff. I did not want to see it, touch it, or have anything to do with it. I think that's perfectly okay. I had no need to reclaim that bed. Now, some of you have items that you want to reclaim. Maybe there are antiques or there are things that have something to do with the affair. And okay, finding a way to reclaim that is going to be simply, not simply, but basically a mindset shift. Okay, you have to start seeing it as a thing. It's an item. It doesn't hold any emotional anything. It has no voice. It has no feelings. It is just a piece of furniture. If you need to hold on to it and you can't get rid of it, you have to change the way you look at it. That's the only way you can reclaim that item. You know what I mean? I've heard some people say that the car is a big issue because they had sex in the car. Well, you know, if you can get a new car, by all means get a new car. But if you have to reclaim it, just look at it. It's a car. Go get it auto detailed. Go get it shampooed or whatever. But, you know, it's all the way we look at things. We're the ones who attach the emotion to it. We are the ones who attach the memories and the feelings to it. We can adapt that if we want to. Again, you don't have to. I want to be clear. There is no need to re-traumatize ourselves. If there is no need to go to location A, B, or C that they went to together, then don't. Just don't. It's okay. You don't have to reclaim it unless you want to. Now, if you want to reclaim it and you want to go. By all means, go. That's important. Okay? So reclaiming is all about just finding ways to see it differently, experience it differently, and experience it in a way that has nothing to do with that other relationship. It's completely different. It's separated. And then that way you can reclaim what was lost or what was really taken from us, right? Reclaiming can be therapeutic, but again, I really want to reiterate to you, if you are not emotionally available to walk into that place right now, don't. Wait until you're at a good, stable place. Wait until you feel like you can go in there and do it in a healthy way. Because it's not going to do you any good whatsoever just to walk in there and get severely triggered. You know what I mean? So your health is more important to me than anything else. Please keep that in mind. That's very important. All right, so reclaiming. What are you going to do? What do you want to reclaim? And how are you going to do it? It can be done. Just make sure it's something you really want to do. Okay? All right. I hope you found this helpful. That was one of the things I had to learn how to do as well. I've done it little by little. Oh, I didn't even mention this. Music and movies. Oh my gosh. Music and movies. Those were biggies. There were some songs that the minute they came on the radio, I wanted to turn it. And the minute I heard them in public, I wanted to scream. But I've learned to reclaim because these were songs I liked. This was music I liked prior to the affair, and then it became something else because of the affair. I reclaimed it. You can do it. Again, it's all up here. It's all a mindset shift. Whoever wrote that song did not write it for me or for the affair. It had nothing to do with that. It is just a song. So I re-internalized it, created something else out of it, and moved on. You can do that too if you're at a good emotional place to do it. Okay? I hope this was helpful. I have some free stuff below. Make sure you grab it, okay? A couple of free things. Make sure you join my Facebook group if you haven't already. It is a private group, so I can assure you everything you put in there is just going to stay within the group confines. Okay? And hey, look, I know it's hard. Everything I've talked about in this video is not easy, and I don't mean to make it sound frivolous, but you can do it. I get it. You can do it. Just keep trying, okay? All right, well, if you like this video, make sure you check out my other ones and make sure you subscribe to my channel. We'll see you next time.